Just another video. Here we are in the later part of February. As February is almost over, and WWE 2k20 is still crashing in month 5, and they're not even occasional. This game is crashing a lot. Now I want to tell you, a lot of people complain about the DLC. I'm gonna get into that. The DLC to me is really cool. It's very different. I'm not gonna say I like playing these modes. I don't like playing these towers. They're very boring. The only reason why I play them is particularly because I want to unlock this stuff here. Mainly the arenas, which I've pretty much unlocked all the arenas that you can unlock to this point. I have not unlocked all these characters. Not just this one, but the other towers. I don't care about these characters. I only want them because they offer more moves to the game for your custom wrestlers to use, as well as parts, clothing parts for your custom wrestlers. That's the only reason why I would even consider doing this. Otherwise, I don't use those wrestlers. I heard another YouTuber complaining about, well, they're giving us these wrestlers, these weapons. I'm not passionate about it, but it's kind of cool, especially like stuff like that. It's not a big deal, but they were complaining about, well, these characters are no big deal. You can just kind of create them yourself. You can give them outfits similar to that without even unlocking it. Yeah, well, you cannot create the moves and the arenas. That does give a really cool difference to the game. It's something very different than any other WWE game, as you got this Wasteland Wonders Stadium, outdoor craziness. I like stuff like that to at least be an option. Not that I prefer that over standard wrestling, but to give you that option is really cool. To be flexible, get tired of one thing, you can switch it up and do something completely different. Maybe add a little fiction in there, maybe some over-the-top hardcore action in there. Just over-the-top limitless craziness. But anyway, the game crashes. I did a tournament. I was doing a tournament recently. As a matter of fact, I didn't even look at to see what happened. I was playing this tournament here, and the thing crashed right after this match. This doesn't make sense. See? Well, I already simulated that match, but anyway, it crashed on that first match of the second round after the match was over. So I don't even know if it's even worth it to even play this tournament, as it may crash again, after a match, which really, it's a complete waste of time. I'm not even really encouraged to even finish the tournament. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that it's intergender, or if it's just the custom wrestlers with the custom arena and all that. When you add a lot of custom stuff together, I know in the past that would make this game crash. They fixed some of it, but not all of it. Another thing that would make this game crash, for me, every time, is if you try to copy a attire from one wrestler to another. I like to do this when I'm creating like tag teams or stables or something, but I can't really do that anymore. It will crash it. In fact, it'll crash right away, right when you do it. So there are certain triggers that are crashing this game. I had a couple of created wrestlers that I had to delete because they were crashing the game, like whenever I would try to edit them. Certain things I would do in editing would crash it. If you try to copy an elbow pad that has a logo on it, from the left to the right or right to the left, that will crash it. It wasn't like that before. A lot of my custom wrestlers, I used to do that all the time, no issue. It happened after the last patch. After the last patch, seems like they pretty much got rid of your ability to do that. I had to create a couple of wrestlers twice because something about them was making the game crash. But most of them do not do that. I will tell you, other than the fact that certain things with the AI bothers me a little bit because it seems like wrestlers do a lot of standing around. It also seems like, you know, the thing where the wrestler rolls out of the ring or rolls to the side. They do that a little bit too often, I think. And the AI bothers me a little bit. The manager AI is almost nothing right now. It's not doing anything. So, I don't know what the deal is here, but this game is still crashing in month 5, so I personally don't believe that I personally do not believe that this game is going to be fixed. They're not going to fix all the crashes. I'd be surprised if they invested all that time and energy into this game any longer. They may just have to accept this as a failed game. But I will tell you, I still play this game. I'm not one of those people that are going to hypocrite you and say this game is broken, it's stupid, it's a disaster, and people would say that stuff and then play it every single day. No, I like playing it. I like the game, but these crashes are just really annoying the hell out of me. While we're on the subject, I'm just going to go over just one of the reasons why I'm really into this game. Is really the customization. The customization is not broken anymore, but it does have some problems. I'll go over just a couple of little issues. It's not really a big deal, but you know, if you make the head size large, then you go to templates, you get this right here. It's like you can't really get the faces, so you know there's that going on. As I'm trying to back out of it, which I will. So you have stuff like that going on. That wasn't the case before the last patch. So I don't know. The reason why that's one reason why they cannot fix this game. They'll patch it, fix something, and then another thing. It's like a prescription drug. It cures one problem and gives you another side effect. These patches have big side effects. The past games, I don't recall ever seeing anything like this. So yeah, this game is still crashing. If you don't have this game yet, I think the crashes will aggravate you, even though the game has a lot of fun factors, a lot of cool stuff in it. If I didn't have this game yet and I knew all this stuff, I probably wouldn't even bother with it by now. I might get it later in the future when it's really, really cheap. But this game is completely pathetically weak without any of the DLC. Without the DLC, WWE 2k20 is a highly downgraded version of 2k19 because you have mostly the same wrestlers with less options for your creator wrestlers. Well, the same options, I'll say, not less. The same options, so you have nothing added to it really. So you almost have to get the DLC to get anything out of this game. Otherwise, just play 2k19, because anything great about this game is coming with the DLC. But anyway, I'm in the video with that. Yes, this game is still crashing. Quite often, I would say, you just have to avoid certain things. I'm discouraged with the intergender tournament now. I don't want to finish it, as it might just be a complete waste of time, as your results may not even count, and you may have to find yourself starting over. Not the whole tournament over, but starting matches over. You may even have to simulate it. When you simulate it, that really defeats the purpose. Why even bother with it? But I'm going to do a video right following this one. It's going to be a simulated tournament of greatest WWE wrestlers of all time. I'm just going to commentate through it, give you my input on what I think. It's not really related to gameplay. It's just thoughts and whatnot. Anyway, thanks for watching.